Hail and hello, everyone. We're back. It's good to be back. Starting a little late today, but that's not a problem, hopefully. We're just about to get started with the gameplay. Looks like I'm getting a little chroma on my hair. Here, I'll bop that down into, that's better. Now it's just not quite as visible. Don't want any premature streaming-induced balding. Although I suppose I could go bald for the Caesar look, you know. But I don't know if my girlfriend would like that very much. Not at my age. So, where we left off last time, let's try and remember where we were. Diplomatically, that's right, we're at war with Illyria and the Illyrian pirates, and that's going to be a bit of a tongue twister because Illyria is here and Illyria is here. Well, they're up here, but so we've got these client states here. We've made Maruzzini here a client state, Asculum, the Picentes, the Umbri. That's right, I forgot, the Umbri are we wanted to pop out the and now I can't remember, the Sabines. That's right. So we've got that going on. We finished up our war with Tarchuna last time. They've got some settlements, the Etruscan League. They've got some settlements way up here and down here. How's the sound? Looks like I might need to adjust just a little bit. Turn that down just a hair. A little bit more. And I'll adjust, yeah, there we go. Make sure the mic is actually pointed the right direction. That would help. There we go. So yeah, we wrapped up that war. We've still got some hostility with the Volsci, but we just recently brought them back into the fold. We've got, I think, a non-aggression pact with these guys. No. Nope, just a trade agreement and friendly relations. We want to pop out a client state over there as well. Are these guys... Hi, Amazing Chest Ahead, how are you doing today? I think these guys are all by themselves. Yeah, it looks like they don't own any other provinces, so we could go and client state them. They're kind of a little bit outside of our sphere of influence. And we've got so much territory. We've actually got like way too much territory, to be honest. The 370s BC, Rome, the Roman control over Italy was not as big as we have it here. And I'm trying to go somewhat, not strictly. I'm not, trying to hit, kind of a strict quota of when I should be where, but I don't want to be, expanding and conquering the whole peninsula by 350 BC, and then we're just going to hang around doing, sitting on our toes for a long time. So, I'm a little bit bothered by the army of the Umbri here. It's a full stack, mostly trash units, but it will definitely wipe the floor with these Sabine rebels, which is what I really don't want to have happen right away, because we want these guys to topple and capture Nursia, but I'd have very little control over what they do. I was thinking I could park my army in their way, but that's not going to achieve anything. This guy has a... Oh, that's right. He needs to be rank 4 before I'm going to use that level up. I suppose I could box this guy in with my agents, but I don't know if that'll actually do anything. I don't know if that'll achieve anything, but maybe it'll mean that their army can't attack this guy until he gets a little stronger. Right now he's raiding. I'm going to check diplomatically how they feel about us. The Umbri are neutral. Oh, we're trading with them even though they're our enemy. Yeah, we've got a few unhappy client states. You're just unfriendly. If I give you guys a little bit of money, will you guys
plentiful haste? Other business calls
get over it?
Though my heart rightly cries out.
Negative 19. Alright, so, I've checked technology. We've got a bunch of money in the bank. Financially, we're doing okay. I don't think I can drop the tax rate down yet. That's right. At the very end of the stream last time, I forgot we were fighting the armies from Illyria. I forgot that they had come all this way. We can definitely destroy that army. Yeah, we'll march down and kick him out of here.
Forward march. We don't have all day.
And we'll destroy him. Hopefully that will mean that they want peace. We'll fight it on the battlefield. Hi, 6-6. How many 6s is that? Hi, 8 6s and 5 7s. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure how you want me to, what you want me to call you. I'll just call you 6s. That makes me think of, what is it? Star Wars: The Clone Wars. The name of the names of some of the clones. So, 6s it is. That's who you are. Weather conditions are dry. That's fine. Let's see. We've got this weird random hill in the middle of the map. Well, not in the middle, kind of in the corner of the map here. I mean, we vastly outnumber them. Our troops are way better, but we don't have any. We've got some fog of war, so we'll just lay everything out. Actually, you know, the army deployment is fine as it is. Can't believe that I don't have to do anything, but we'll have them march forward. You guys don't need to run. You'll walk slowly into battle. Got our light hoplites out, our centurii. swordsmen at the back. That's right, we're missing 2 units of Roman swordsmen here. I gotta recruit them. Are we missing any other units? Nope. I don't know when we lost the 2 units of Roman swordsmen, but we're definitely down 2 units. Well, we'll recruit a new set. They won't have as high level of experience. They won't be as leveled up as our current troops. Here, we'll put it on fast forward. I don't think this battle is going to be that much of a challenge. We outnumber them. Their units are damaged from the previous battles. Alright, there we go. We can see some of them.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Our infantry is still getting into position, so you guys, why don't you start running? You guys be group 1. Cavalry on this flank, you'll be group 2. All of our skirmishers, you'll be group 3. That's fine, you guys just hit and damage them. Slingers, you guys move to this high ground. You guys back up, please. Yeah, they're gonna charge directly. You are a clown. Is that a good paying job? 6s.
Melee infantry ready. Slingers.
All right, we'll place you guys on the flanks here. And have you guys ready as well.
Swift riders at your command.
How can we deal with their cavalry? We've got
Ready for orders. Spears.
got a lot of infantry. I can just march these guys in and crush them.
Orders understood. Understood. Milites.
You guys deal there.
Melee cavalry ready. Riders. Equities. Take aim.
I think I'll just have my general go and take care of theirs.
Italian cavalry.
Sit on their faces.
Our general is under attack.
I don't think that'll very effectively kill their cavalry, but it might keep them distracted.
Forward. Forward.
All right, we're doing all right. Yeah, the weight of numbers really makes this battle more or less just a cleanup job.
Swords. Fight now.
The enemy
Okay,
general
their general is dead. Group 2, you're now part of Group 1. Group 1,
To glory.
chase down any of the ones who are running away. There we go. We won the battle. We're going to continue to kill them all. Make sure that none escape. And that way, we don't have to worry about the threat from these guys again for a while. So you're saying that if I lose the battle, you die, 6s.
We await your command.
Alright, rest of chat. Let's get a vote. Do we kill the clown? get rid of these mercenary archers, and then we'll end the battle. Unfortunately, we already won this battle, so I can't throw the fight at this point. There's nothing I can do to lose. So, looks like the clown gets to live at least till the next one. Alright, we'll call it decisive victory. Yep, they're all gone. Now, I gotta pull this particular army back so that I can reinforce the 2 missing swordsman units. Yep, that army's dead. Release the captives. Alright, if I quick march, can I get back into Roman territory this turn? Sort of. Am I missing anyone here? Oh, I'm only missing 1 Roman swordsman unit, not 2. Yeah, he's down 1 guy. Alright, let's try and make peace with these fools.
It is a shame you're not as sensitive to the...
Alright, if that's all you want to be. It's cool, I guess. I've beaten you before, I can definitely do it again. Let's just check, make sure everything else is going on pretty well over here. Yeah, my next move might be either to deal a little bit with these guys. It does look like the Howling Wolves here, the army sitting in Nursia, has not marched out to engage the Sabine rebels. But the Sabine rebels have not recruited any more dudes, so kind of a weird stalemate here. This army is too weak to do anything, and it's not growing any stronger. This army is really strong, but it's not marching out to kill them, and they're taking, you can see the glowing skull above them, they're taking attrition, probably from food. They probably don't have enough food to support the army of that size. This music is very intense for kind of the low-key state that we're in. I'm thinking about who we next really want to end up going to war with, and it's probably going to be the Senons, but I don't, like, I'm reluctant to take more territory. We already have more territory than we need for the moment. You know, we've expanded very, very far, very fast. The Samnites down here, we gotta get involved in the Samnite Wars too. I mean, I'd like to get involved in fighting the Senons because, you know, famously in 390 BC they sacked Rome, and here we are at 379, and we haven't even been at war with them yet. But they haven't declared on us, and I'm not going to declare on them. We gotta keep an eye on the Volsky here. So let's just kind of keep to the course, see if we can achieve any of these objectives. We've got this one. Can we get trade with one more faction who likes us?
For my people's part, welcome.
You don't want trade.
Trade with you? We do not believe in wasting the time of honest merchants.
If I give you 1,000, and a trade agreement, you'll definitely accept. Now what if I give you 500 and a trade agreement? Good.
These,
What about you guys?
for my people's part, welcome. For my part, welcome.
I don't know if you guys can
me
hear
your wisdom.
the sound of the AI characters. But all right, so that's in place. That's in place. We'll roll over to the next turn. Yeah, I know he's got a skill point that's unspent. So I'm not really sure which direction we're going to end up taking our campaign into. Oh, yeah. We've got rebel problems. I mean, they're not problems. We want the rebels here, but our client state is he's being a bro, and he's stomping out the rebels, but we don't want the land. It looks to me, yeah, looks like the Umbri have destroyed their rebels, which is annoying. We've got rebels that have appeared here in Kisra.
Awaiting orders.
Not that I'm too worried about them. They're too weak to do anything. But
Line of stakes here, here, and here.
we'll kill him next turn. We're going to recruit one more Roman swordsman.
We are the men of war.
You guys don't need to recruit anything, and you're healing. So yeah, I'm a little bothered by the I don't know how to deal with the Umbri here. All right, well, we'll move on. I don't want to spend too many resources in that direction. So let's start moving some forces back down to the south to protect this flank, especially if the Volsky get a little uppity on us. We've got the Samnites are looking strong. Taras looks like they might be a major power down here. We might want to send a spy down and just find out what the situation is in the south, because we've got a pretty good view. We've got a good view of things going on in the north, but we have very little information about what's going on down here. So we might send an expedition down to find out just what the heck is going on. With all of our agents causing trouble here. Well, not all. These guys aren't. Oh, none of them are. That would explain it. Just quick check something. Alright. I guess we gotta get back on the rebel train. It's gonna take a while, but there we go. They're back at -6. So hopefully they'll pop some rebels soon. Our technology is going. Do we have any buildings that we can construct anywhere? No. Yes, here in Corfinium. None there. None in Rome. We can upgrade. We'll spend some money to do that. We're not going to build anything up here in Firmum because we want that to rebel. Because we don't want that land. Not yet, anyway. Down here, how are we doing? Fix the public order. This is mostly an agricultural province, so we want buildings that improve wealth from agriculture. And I think it's just the slave market, but that's going to tank public order even more, so we'll just upgrade the city. And that used up most of our money. We've still got a skill point unspent, and that's deliberate. There goes the Etruscan League. I'm not really sure what our... Like, I know what our long-term goals are, and I kind of know what our short-term, but there's that in-between, that transitional, like, intermediate stuff that I'm just not sure what we want. Patricians are happy. The plebs are not happy. Does that mean we've got... Yeah, we got negative order everywhere. Negative public order. Provincial instability. Slaves. Even you guys are... Yeah, too many slaves. You guys are really unhappy in Rome. The one for rebels is actually offsetting. Look at that. 35 for malcontents leaving for the rebellion. That's actually good for us. Picenum. I mean, we want that to rebel, so that one's fine. And negative 15 in Samnium. Cultural differences. That hurts. That hurts a lot. I can't be everywhere at once. How dead am I? I'm not sure. How dead are you? I mean, you're certainly able to talk, which indicates that you're only slightly dead. You could be mostly dead.
Awaiting orders. The Roman army
To quote the Princess Bride.
We are the men of Rome.
Alright, let's destroy this army.
Pick up those feet, you laggards. Those curves are good for nothing but target practice.
Nothing but target practice. Kill them all. Alright. Those rebels are gone. Unfortunately, that means even more slaves going into our economy, though. So public order is... Actually, I should quickly check. We've got, Bread and Games Edict. Tax harvesting. We can keep that. They're at 100. I'm not worried about them revolting anytime soon. Rome, you're going to go to Bread and Games to offset your horrible public order. You can keep tax harvesting in Veii. And I can't do edicts anywhere else. What about the clowns, you ask? I don't know. What about them? Alright. We've got the 2nd Legion here. That's right, we have another veteran up here. You know, I'm gonna try and do something stupid and gutsy. I don't know what, if anything, it will end up achieving, but it might help. I'm going to march my armies up this way, even though I was just marching this guy down. We're going to try and get this place. Do the clowns have to die? Well, there are no clowns. They are not a playable faction in Total War Rome 2. No, they don't have to die.
The way appears to be blocked.
Alright, but let's try and block up this,
Do that. As you command.
How can I?
this
How
pathway.
dare you stand before me? I am with you. I'm on the move.
I think they can move through it, which is,
Someone seeks to bind
makes most of this meaningless. But what I'm gonna do is use my 3 armies and stand on this side, and hopefully that'll slow down the Umbri army and keep them from
the way appears to
stamping out the rebels here.
guarding against skill.
I'm pretty sure it won't actually achieve
I
anything,
will do anything.
and we'll just go bouncing back and forth forever. So I might have to rely on a different tactic to split this land apart, but right now it's the only thing I can think of. We're making money. Let's check how the families are. House of Lycinia is just barely happy with us. House of Amelia looks like they're pretty pleased. So we don't have to worry about any trouble with them. There's no risk of a civil war or anything. We can... Let's see, what can we do? We could give some additional promotions to people. Let's see. The upper tier family members for us are getting up there in age, so I'm not going to spend the money to promote them. But we might spend a little to give a promotion to our sons. So there we go. We'll let that pass. The Volsky declared war on us.
Celebrations.
Figured that was likely to happen. And as usual, they're sending their garbage armies to attack our towns. We'll fight it on the battlefield. Alright, how are we doing here? Looks like they're coming from this side. Pretty typical.
Melee infantry.
We'll set up our hoplites right here. They'll guard this main passage. That's where they're mostly going to come into the city from. I Don't know why they keep doing this. There we go. Get those guys in order. We'll send our swordsmen over on this flank. At this point, you guys should be familiar with this strategy. I've used it dozens of times. These guys will come around from the flank, break them up, start the battle, get you guys over here into position. Excellent. Alright. Looks like they've got two units of slingers, 2 of skirmishers, just like us. Swordsmen, spearmen, swordsmen, and spearmen. Yeah, so their only dangerous infantry unit is their general, as expected. The rest are pretty cheaply bought melee units. Their skirmishers are a little bit of a threat, but not enough to be worried about. They are going to be firing into our hoplites here, but the hoplites are pretty heavily armored, and they should be able to hold out. And if they don't send any, yeah, it looks like they're not sending any infantry around to this flank, we'll be able to march around and deal with them. As soon as their general passes the corner of this building, alright, we'll get these guys in place. Okay, we'll deal with these slingers. Looks like their skirmishers are just moving in. They might even get into melee range, in which case I don't even need to worry about killing them. Yep. You guys can deal with their skirmishers, with their slingers rather.
Attack.
Orders. Understood.
Yeah, it looks like they're just forming a blob. This is going to be a pretty easy fight. And normally I wouldn't want to waste too much of my my missile fire on their skirmishers because they're so lightly armored. It's a waste, but we're gonna win this battle pretty handily, so I'm not too worried about it. These guys should break and run any moment now. There they go, they're routing. Now they're probably going to come back. So I will put my general and whatnot there. We'll have you guys come in, start hitting these guys on the flank. You guys get behind them. So we'll flank them with our ranged units, inflict some damage, and then once the levies are out of javelins, we'll charge in. Oh. We'll have our slingers deal with their slingers. They got their morale back. Alright, stop running. The point of this was to have you throw your javelins. So do that quickly. These guys are getting hammered. If they break a second time, they probably will not come back to the fight. Yeah, they're routing. 20-ish units. I'm not going to chase them down. They're too fast, too far away.
Missile infantry at your command. Take aim. Commander, loose. Slingers.
Alright. We'll speed time up a little bit. There we go, let these guys do their work. These guys are not doing well morale-wise. But any who try to run are not going to get very far.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yep. Okay. They're trying to run. We will continue the battle, run them all down. All of you guys get into melee formation, cut them down. You guys get out of formation, get out of hoplite, wall, kill them. Alright, we'll put it on triple speed. See how many of these we can cut down. Hopefully a bunch, but it looks like a few are going to get away regardless. Yeah, these guys are going to get away. Oh well. I could have trapped him better, but I'll just let him. Whoa! That was, what happened there? Did I hit quit? I might have hit quit. I might have closed the game. And then you can call me silly names. Yep. I'll hop into here. Yes, I did close the game. Good job, me. I meant to quit the battle, not quit the whole game. It's coming back. There we go. Oop. Maybe. Maybe while the game is still loading, OBS isn't picking it up. There we go. Load campaign. I'll have to load the autosave. It's like we'll be fighting that battle all over again, but this time I might just do it on triple speed. I'm pretty sure that we're in no particular danger of doing that, from doing that. So that had occurred before we hit to end the turn. I mean, that after we had ended the turn. There's nothing I can do in the short term to actually do anything about that. Actually, there is. I can make our life slightly easier. I know this is going to be attacked, so we will... Here of House of Lycinia. We'll recruit you. Hang you out in the city. And we will recruit a general for... Excellent. Now what I'm doing is I'm just recruiting a general. A general by himself is not going to change the balance of numbers high enough that these guys will not attack the city. But the general will be able to use his bonuses, plus I picked even better hoplite units. So that'll just mean that it'll be even easier to defend these cities when they attack. It's a little cheesy, but I know they're going to attack. So I'm going to take advantage of it. Unless they decide not to declare war on us this time. That'll be interesting. And they didn't. They did not declare war on us. Without reason, the plebs claim that they are paying too much tax. Work slowly grinds to a halt as they demand taxes be lowered. The situation cannot persist. I'm going to make a speech. I do not intend to lower taxes. Rebels have appeared in Firmum, but they got put down by my annoyingly loyal vassal. Now, knowing that these guys are likely to attack us, I don't necessarily want to march my army all the way there just to
Onward to glory, boys.
have him not do anything.
They will discuss. How may I serve you?
But I gotta give it a shot.
To live in peace, we must prepare for war.
So hopefully between these two armies, they can prove to be a sufficient impediment
On our way.
to him reinforcing Nursia when the rebels attack it. And that way we'll deprive the Umbri of 2 cities, and we can get the Sabines back. You, I'm going to march to here, just in case these guys get uppity, as I suspect they will. But I will not change my plans in any other way. We've got a couple of guys that need a boost to their skills. We've got unresearched technology. We're going to go for morale of units. That's always good. More morale, good for us. Is there anything I can do to keep the guys in Asculum from stomping out the rebels in Firmum? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I can do. The only thing I can do is basically do the same thing that I'm doing here and just put a bunch of crap in the way so that he doesn't. But I have doubts as to whether or not that'll even work. So far, it is not proving too successful against our attempts to flip Nursia, so we'll just have to see. Where our public order problems are still there. Rome is gonna revolt very soon. I don't know if I have any, I don't know if I have any remedy for this. I'd have to park an army in it. Next turn. Or maybe, I don't think I can reach this turn. No, I can't. I might just have to deal with that problem later. In VE, we can do bread and games to offset this, but we're still... Why are slaves such a problem? I mean, you know, besides the obvious, I know why slaves are such a problem, but why are they such a problem for us right now? And what can we do to improve public order? I think one of the things that we've got going on is grumbling plebs, but that's only -3 everywhere, and we're doing worse than that in most. Content patricians is fine. We get minus loyalty from our Imperium, but that doesn't do anything about public order. I think our public order is just garbage. I can... You know what, let's try this. Yep, if I lower the tax rate, it will help a little bit. And we're still making positive income. That's the important thing. I just don't want to be going into the red. Now the Volsky declare war. So they waited a couple extra turns, but we knew that was coming. They're at negative 67. They're gonna hate us more when we beat them up. But we should be able to... We will not call our allies. One of the things I really dislike in Total War Rome 2... Ooh, he's doing that differently. He's taken both armies to attack one instead of... Well, that's going to make things a little bit more challenging. But I still think that we should be able to hold. We will pop in a quick save just to be sure, in case we get a crash, and we'll fight on the battlefield. Alright, we're going to be vastly outnumbered this time. I don't remember the layout of this city. Yes, I do. That's right. Yeah, I'm feeling vaguely confident about this. So, we have two flanks that we have to defend if we're holding the town center here. Let's take our swordsmen and put them somewhere else for the moment. Our hoplites, we can put them in hoplite formation and spread them across this flank. But I think we can actually get away with just these two. Yeah. Our general, bye, amazing just ahead. We'll see you next time. Our 2 units of Centurii here should be more than enough to hold the line. I might.
Yours to command. Spears! As you command.
Can I get you to be in a place that's slightly better?
Ready for orders? By your command.
I'm really a little bit irritated that... Okay. There we go. God damn it. The movement and placement in this is sometimes great, sometimes not so great. Alright, that should be fine. And then, if I put 1 unit of hoplites, even though they're light Roman hoplites,
yes, Commander.
if I put 1 unit over here and back them up with Roman swordsmen, who are definitely weaker, but I'm gonna need that extra strength over on this flank to help hold. I'm confident that the Centurii will hold for quite a while. The one thing that is going to be a threat to them is skirmishers, but we have cavalry. on this particular map. So we'll group them up. We'll group our levies up. Looks like their first army is going to be coming in from this flank. Do I want any tips or no? I mean, I'm willing to take suggestions. I've been playing this game for quite a while, so I have a rough idea of what it is that I'm doing, but I will never say no to good advice. There are certainly people who are far better at this game than I am, and I'm not going to be like, oh, shut up, I don't need your advice, I'll do it my way, if you got something better. But I'll always listen. Doesn't mean I'll follow it, I mean, but I will always listen to it. I might keep one unit here, and I can run these guys back and forth. So the plan is going to be our skirmishers, our levies, are going to come around and hit the flanks of this army. And we might actually use... I might be a little bit ballsy. I might use our cavalry to strike and weaken some of their skirmishers before they even get into place. So we might do that. We'll start the battle. We'll charge in. Now we don't want to get these guys too damaged too quickly. Yes. Yeah. In my experience, the Volsky almost always use an infantry general's guard, but no, definitely I would use. All right, you guys fall back. I would use the levies to wipe out their general if he were a cavalry unit for certain. He's using veteran swordsmen, so we did do half damage. These guys are going to take a while to get into position, so I can get my cavalry past them over here. I'm going to take some damage, but these guys are garrisoned, so... I mean, if I make these guys chase me around and waste their energy, that's good for me too. But I'm going to run around these buildings and hit their slingers. They're sending their spearmen and swordsmen this way. They're sending their general down this way with one of their skirmishers. And their other guys are without support. So I should be able to wipe them out with my cavalry before they can do serious damage. And one unit of skirmishers I don't worry about. I do not want to lose this cavalry before I can deal with the skirmishers and slingers of this army, though. So I do have to be a little bit cautious. Those slingers have broken, or those skirmishers have broken. Quickly make these guys run before their infantry shows up. Charge through. Keep going. You guys have done enough. You're at basically half strength. I'm not going to waste any more of your strength. I've hurt them. I wiped out one skirmish unit. Their other skirmishers are here. And rather foolishly, they charged their general into a unit of hoplites, which is fine with me. You guys hit them from the flank, and you guys just guard the rear. Italian swordsmen are coming. Swordsmen are coming. I can get their slingers again. I don't want to spend too much time away from over here, though. But they're taking a while to come into place. Skirmishers. Do they have slingers? Yes, they do. Alright, so we'll hit their slingers, and then we'll dart around to this flank. We are going to get our levies into position over here. I don't know what their army here is doing. I mean, if they want to attack one at a time, that's fine with me. That's not great. I mean, it's kind of good. If we can kill their general by himself, that's good for us. But these guys have some support. They're only swordsmen, though, so...
Italian cavalry!
Get a charge in. Fall back.
Speed! By your command! For glory!
Hit some of these guys.
And quickly
Fall back.
now! By your
Get over
command,
here.
As you command!
Get out of the range of their missiles
Riders!
before they can hit you.
Missiles ready and waiting.
I'll hit their slingers, actually.
Italian cavalry!
Now, where are these guys going? Okay, they're sending guys around this way. Their slingers are all the way over here. It's going to take a long time, but we'll get our general around. Not our general, we'll get our cavalry around. We're not doing too bad in this fight. Our general can inspire. I gotta remember that we have an actual general with abilities this time, so...
Levies! Fire on the enemy!
These guys got better range. The slingers got better range than us, but 2 full units of levies should be able to make short work of their slingers. I don't really, like I said, I don't want to waste we might have to reinforce this flank. I'm a little worried about the numbers that they have over here. Worst case scenario, and we lose this town, we do have an army nearby. It's gonna suck, but we can... Alright. Can you perhaps get them to break now? Any minute now? Sometime soon? Alright. Cavalry.
The men are wavering.
Who's wavering? This unit. They're running.
Melee infantry at your command.
They're not. They can reform if they get their morale back. That hurts.
Levies!
Alright, those guys are running. You guys gotta get in here and deal with these guys. Where's their slingers? Why are their slingers this close? No big deal. We'll charge in with our cavalry, hit these guys, rush on through. Quickly, quickly. Before they can do anything about it. Yes. Right on through. Excellent. Good work.
The general is dead.
We killed the enemy general. That should help. Now they still have another general on this flank, but we're holding over there.
Ready for orders.
We will inspire. I'd I'd like to do more about this flank if I could. Because if this flank falls, we lose control of this fight. Those units have broken. They got their slingers here. I'm not gonna take as much as I'd like to.
An entire unit has perished.
Alright, I don't know who we lost. I think it was that unit of Roman swordsmen. Because we had 3 and now we got 2. Excellent. Alright. You guys get ready to hit these guys in the flanks with... Alright.
Ready and waiting.
Fall back quickly.
Double time and speed.
Now hit them. Charge those Roman swordsmen. Fall back. Hit them in the flank.
As you command.
Yeah. Awesome. Those guys should go any second now. If we can get them to go, excellent. Good work. Alright. We're doing alright. Not great, but we're doing alright. We're holding on this flank. General, stop your movement.
Levies! Loose! Proud Romans all!
Alright. Our levies will go there. If we can get our cavalry on this side, they can charge them from this angle while they get hit from the other angle. And then we can wheel any of the troops here. Once this side breaks, we can wheel them to support this flank. It's going to be a nail-biter for sure. But,
Italian cavalry!
oh, that's their general. Don't chase their general's unit down.
At the double! Riders, advance! Missile infantry at your command!
Alright, are you guys ready?
Levies! At the double!
Alright.
One of our
Cavalry, you
units has
gotta
used all
charge
its
now. One of my units is wavering. General, you can't inspire right now. Alright. One unit is broken.
One of our units has used all its
2.
ammunition.
Levies!
Will you guys...
Recharge! And forward!
good.
Ready for orders!
The enemy general is dead.
Alright, we killed their other general. That could be it for this battle.
Light Hippocrates!
Get our general inspire. Will you guys charge in? As long as those units are still in the fight, we gotta stay on this flank. But as soon as this unit goes,
Cavalry!
oh, cavalry, fall back.
Our men flee the field
Damn.
of battle. This is a shameful
I
display.
thought that they might have enough morale, but hurry.
Levies! Advance!
Charge again. That helped. It's not great. They're shaken.
Melee troops!
Problem is, like, these are their best units that they have, the veteran swordsmen. So they're going to be the hardest to kill. They are flashing, though.
Yes, Commander.
You guys get in there. Okay, they broke. What have we got left over here for infantry?
Romans ready for duty.
Alright, you guys just provide some extra weight.
On me. As you command. And the double.
Yeah, we need something. This unit is getting cut up on the flank.
Yes, Commander.
We'll get those guys in.
Italian cavalry.
You guys don't have any javelins left, but you can get around this flank as Unit 1 and hit these guys from the rear. I mean, you're weak because you're just levies and cavalry, but you should be able to do damage to their slingers.
Spear infantry, ready.
Hoplites move in. There we go. Close that gap up.
By your command, light hoplites.
Protect that flank.
Spears ready.
Excellent. I might throw this cavalry away to charge their slingers. There's not very much of them left, but
For glory!
they can certainly do some harm.
Levies. Take charge. Ready. What first at speed?
We're doing alright. Now we only have one flank to worry about. There's no one left on the other flanks.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Okay, those guys broke, but good. I don't know if our levies will actually be able to hold against their slingers, but we'll see. At the very least, it keeps them from hitting us with sling stones, so it's valuable in and of itself. Those hillmen are starting to break. Nope, they got their morale back.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Yeah, those guys broke. They'll probably get away, though.
Ready for orders.
Now, I could have sent my Roman swordsmen around and tried to hit them from the flank, but I was concerned that I did not have enough time, that my my line of hoplites would not hold long enough for that to be the case.
Spear infantry at your command.
Alright. This fight is going to be a close one. A real close one.
Yes, Commander.
One of their units broke. The hillmen, good. I think those are slightly tougher units than the ones that they have. The spearmen, the Italian spearmen and swordsmen are pretty weak in my experience. So, you guys charge in. Starting to break. I think we might have this one in the bag very soon. We're not going to be able to wipe out these armies. We won't be able to chase them down and really, like, inflict crushing damage into them, but
Yes, Commander.
charge forward. Roman swordsmen get in the fight.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay. We've lost our levies. That's fine.
Our general has fallen.
Crap. That could be it for us.
Melee troops, awaiting orders.
But our general is dead. I don't even know who our general was in this battle. Gaius Calvus. He was one of our family.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
What unit broke? Light hoplites.
Swords!
This is going to be down to the wire.
Spears! Hack them down!
We got to get our general in there.
As you command.
The Centurii are the best units that we've got. They should cut through these units pretty easily. So as long as we can get them to... Well, those guys just broke.
We await your command.
All of you converge on their swordsmen. So we lost our general, but we definitely are going to win this one at this point. The only unit that they still have with any semblance of morale is this unit of slingers.
Break the lines!
Get out of hoplite formation or formation altogether.
Ready! At for glory!
Get in there. I'm not seeing any of their other units recover their morale. My one concern is that we might end up chasing that unit of slingers to the end of the map. Which is looking like that's what it's going to be. Yep. That's the way it's going to be. It's going to be a pain. Yeah. Can't go anywhere now. Alright, we'll end this battle. That was a tough one. That was a brutal one. That was very, very hard fought. But we held the town. I mean, considering the numerical difference, the fact that we won, I think is good enough for me. I honestly think that we could have done better, but I'm not gonna complain. We pulled a victory out, so I will accept it. We held Casinum. These two armies are gonna fall back. We'll march an army in and crush them. Yeah, you can see only a few of their units were actually totally wiped out. Both of their generals, but one unit of swordsmen, one unit of slingers, 2 units of swordsmen, and a general. I mean, ideally, we would have wiped out most of their army. Noble death. Sure. We will. Angry plebs again. Ugh. We're gonna be fighting public order problems. This is gonna be great. Oh! Camillus died. So who did we lose in our family now? Marcus Camillus. And his brother. Both died. Huh. I don't think that either of them were involved in the battle. So, what have we got here?
Ready and willing.
Catullus, you're still alive.
Every man here will do his duty.
Our family leader is in charge of this army. So we didn't... I guess the general that we lost... The general that we lost in that last battle was not Licinius Calvus here, but was actually the garrison commander. Which is fine with me. We're going to disband. And we're going to disband you. We're going to march on through. It's winter time, so our movement range is rubbish. We will kill them all. We can't get to this guy in time, so I'm going to force march Park and Casino because the garrison in the town is going to be, yeah, pretty beat up. And then next turn, it won't be winter anymore. We can march out, we'll destroy the Wandering Warriors, and we'll hit their capital. I don't think we have positive public order anywhere. Nope. In Latium, we're at neutral, -8. In Sabinia, it's so high I'm not worried about it. Rome is gonna explode with rebels. Veii is gonna explode with rebels. Icenum is fine, and Samnium is going to pop. If we... Oh, that's right, they weren't being taxed anyway. If we stop taxing Veii, they'll still go, and Rome will still go. Alright, this is going to be fun. How long do we have left on the... Grumbling Plebs? 6 turns, and 8 turns on Angry Plebs. We have a -9 public order malice, at least for the next 6 turns. And I can't think... I don't know if I have anything that's going to offset that. I have no buildings that will do it, that I can build quickly. I mean, I could get +2 by building an amphitheater in Veii, but +2 when they're at -18 doesn't help us at all. I don't care quite so much about some of this other territory, but it's annoying. I can march these armies down to deal with it, but I'm stuck by my inflexibility with my own plans. I want to achieve my goals in other areas, and so I'm neglecting kind of my own home territory. Now, I know Rome can handle anything. Any rebels that appear in the city of Rome, I'm not worried about. The garrison of Ostia is also pretty darn strong, so I'm not worried about these two. The city of Veii is a walled city, and the garrison is pretty good, so I'm not worried about it. Kisra is probably the only town that I'm actually worried about rebels taking. And if they do, I can retake it. I don't really want to, but let's do one thing at a time. First thing we got to deal with is the Volsky. And keeping this army here, as stupid as it is for my plans. Because right now, their army is here. Their town is ready to revolt in 2 turns. And I don't think that he can march right through. I think with all of these units here, he isn't able to. But I might be fooling myself and doing all of this for absolutely nothing. And engendering even more public order problems for no conceivable benefit. So we will see. For those of you, I can issue an edict. That's right, I can. In an entirely controlled province, which technically this counts as. I don't want an edict there. So we will continue. Now, for those of you who are wondering why the heck I am trying to make one of the cities of my client state rebel. Well, that was awfully nice of you, Etruscans. The Etruscans, who we previously spent several years beating the crap out of, have helped with our rebel problems. Everybody's helping with our rebel problems. It's even in areas where I don't want their help. So we've got rebels literally everywhere. I don't have the movement range to do this, so I'm gonna just deal with the Volsky in the quick way. Do it this way, get them to just be subjugated again. Do we have enough? He is level 4. So now you got cavalry command and infantry command, and you'll be our new general for recruiting armies. We will rapid march you to deal with the rebels. We will go back to Bread and Games in Latium. Nursia will pop in 1 turn. You know, maybe the Pacentes are the ones who are wiping out the rebels too. They could be. That'd be really irritating. Alright, we've got all Tier 1 technology across the board. We've got all 3 in each of these, and we've got all 3 in the civilian track as well. So, I think we have a slight lead in military techs. Yeah, we've got 1 in the 2nd tier on each of the 3. So, is there anything that's going to give us better public order? If we finish via Magisterium, we'll do it. Alright, so that's our next goal. We're going to do Patricians and Plebeians. We'll get the extra public order. And it will also, when we finish these, we'll get another 2 public order. So we'll end up with a bonus of 4 public order. It's not going to help us in the short term, But it should mean in the long term we don't have to deal with these sorts of issues anymore. And that would be very nice. The rebels at Corfinium are still there as well. Can Corfinium hold against a group of rebels? Maybe. I mean, more importantly is dealing with Rome. And Veii. If we lose Corfinium, we can recapture it later. How are we doing? Everyone seems to be doing okay. Look, is there any... If we hold elections, what do consuls give us? Provincial bonuses, morale boost. Do we have the money? We do have the money. That's worth a shot. We can also do this. Organized games will give some, potentially give some public order. Where do we need it, though? I mean, right now with the rebels, we're actually getting minus 20 in all of these regions. So... maybe Latium. So that was a success. We've got a public order boost in Latium. And because it's the capital, we'll host some games in Rome. Do we have any other characters where we can do that with? Probably not. I think we just blew all our money on that. Most of it, not all of it. I mean, I'm happy that the patricians are pleased with us for the time being. Characters. Two top gravitas generals become consuls, providing provincial bonuses and a morale boost. I don't think we need that. I really don't. I don't think that gives us any really benefit. We'll hire you for the House of Amelia. So there's a successor there. He's a patriot. Loyalty for enemy armies. Minus loyalty for enemy armies on our territory. That's actually better. Well, it's about the same in crappiness as populist. And we need someone to fill in for House of Lycinia, so we'll hire you as well. Now there's a faction heir in both of the other parties, which is good. It also gives us slightly more characters to boost. To do family actions with. We don't have any girls in our household, so we can't really, like, we've got these women, who I suppose I could actually do political marriages, so we will. I can't afford another political marriage right now, but House of Amelia is happy with us. Political marriage gives another 6. We'll do that next time for House of Lycinia. My goal is just to keep these guys from ever really being a secessionist threat. We've got our bonus objectives. We're not anywhere near the holding 7 provinces, and we really won't be for a while, so it's kind of pointless to have achieved those so soon. Oh, thank you, Sam Knights. Oh, I see. So the Etruscans have sent an army to attack the rebels at Veii, and the garrison of Rome can back them up. Well, of course. Especially since the army from Veii is just their general. The rebels have chariots, swordsmen, hoplites, it looks like. We are going to appear from their flank. Yeah, Etruscan chariots, city guard, heavy hoplites, and regular hoplites. We appear from behind.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Swords, Commander! Double time! By your command!
You guys
Advance at
form a
speed!
hoplite wall over here.
March! Ready for orders! Orders! Melee troops!
You guys
Double time!
form up on this flank. You form up on this one.
Missiles awaiting targets.
And you guys get over here.
Advance at speed.
Their cavalry is going to charge right in.
The enemy is attacking our ally.
They're probably going to get themselves destroyed that way, if I'm being totally honest here.
Your orders! To command! Spears! By your command! Advance at speed! Swords! At the double! Proud Romans all! Double time! Velites! Loose!
Alright, you guys can hit those guys from the flank.
At speed.
Quickly move into position.
Spears! At speed! Swords! Melee troops awaiting orders.
Missile infantry at your command.
All of you, can you
Velites!
rapid reload, rapid reload,
Reload! Yours to
can you
command.
rapid reload.
Blaze! No! Swords! Melee infantry at your command. Swords! Yes, Commander! Ready and waiting! At
Put that
speed!
general there. His hoplites are not engaging ours. It's all fine with me.
Spearmen at the ready!
We will just push you guys forward until you make contact. Excellent.
Swords! By your command! At the double! Melee infantry!
Go for their flank.
Velites! Loose! Swords! Orders at speed!
Our general is under attack.
Velites!
Alright. This battle is going quite well.
At speed!
At your service. Advance
Commander.
at speed.
Yes, Commander!
Velites! Yours to command.
Spears! Understood!
Velites! At loose.
Alright. They'll wipe out their general.
We await your command! Orders understood!
That one was pretty easy. Rebel scum. I'm gonna continue it. We'll wipe them all out.
The enemy general is dead.
I believe that's all of them. I don't think any got away. Quick battle. End the battle. I gotta refill my water bottle. We've already been going almost 2 hours. Time flies playing this game. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing on my own, I'll be watching a stream or whatever at the same time, and I'll be playing, and all of a sudden it's like time travel. It's like 8 hours later, and I'm like, where did my day go? So, yeah, I definitely have a lot of fun playing this game. Second verse, same as the first. You know what? We will auto-resolve. Hey, look, we killed all those rebels. Couldn't have done it without my former enemies. Rebels at Firmum are still getting their butt kicked every turn. We have another rebellion imminent in Picenum. Rome's public order went positive again. Military crackdown. Still negative in most places. Alright, the Sabine rebels have appeared, but they are not attacking Nursia. This army can't possibly get up this way to be in the way of Spoletium anywho. So we're going to park it in Vey to help the public order come back down. There we go. Now it's only at -1 public order. Military crackdown and military presence are helping. Our big problem is slaves as far as public order is concerned. Slaves and cultural influence. Cultural differences. Maybe in Corfinium I should build a temple. That'll also give us some positive public order. Can't do anything here. It is a little strange that in forced march, they can go out and attack the rebels that I have here in Firmum all the time. Unless they shut it off, attack, turn it on, march back, which is entirely possible. We have a... Oh, our champion here has leveled up. Excellent. End the turn. I might want to move him to a different army. I don't know what we've got going on here. Oh, the Etruscan League is trying to bribe or otherwise hinder my diplomat, or my, not diplomat, dignitary. I'm gonna say diplomat because my brain still imagines them as working like the Rome Total War diplomats. Not that they work that way, but that that's what they are because they look like them. For those of you who may not have played the original Rome Total War, in order to conduct diplomacy with another faction, you had to recruit a diplomat and have him march, have him walk up to the other faction and talk to them. Our son has come of age. He got +2 cunning. Rebels, rebels everywhere. And it did nothing. So having all of these guys here did absolutely nothing because this guy could just march right in. Alright. I am going to... We're 2 hours in. I'm going to take like 5 minutes and I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom. I'm going to change up the music here because we're at pretty much 2 hours. So I'm just going to take a quick stretch break and I'll be right back. Stretch my legs for a minute. Got myself a snack, so some over here in case I get hungry. But we're gonna pick up pretty much right where we left off. We'll get right back into it. I can't do anything. There's really nothing I can do in this situation. I could wreck their garrison. Maybe. They're gonna be mad at us. Casualties for garrison units. Who is our best? Marcus Fusus is our best.
I am Rome's champion. How can I serve Rome?
Settlement sabotage. I'm gonna raid it. Now that's gonna piss off the Umbri because we used an agent action against them. But that'll maybe help. I still think that they'll get crushed by this army, though. But who knows? We might get lucky. Can I recruit another? Nope. I am at the max. I'm at 3 of 2 on everything except for dignitaries, and I'm at 3 of 2 because my Imperium went higher than it is now, and it has dropped back down. How is the music level? I think it's a little bit high, but you guys let me know. I can build something there. But otherwise, not really. I think if we build too many things that are going to make public order worse, that is actually not going to help us in a substantial way. The reason why I'm not building anything in Alba Fusens, by the way, is that that is on track to be another place that we let rebel. So we can bring the Iqui back as a faction. But first on the chopping block is Nursia. We want the Sabines to come back, although I'm worried about them and the Umbri going to war with each other. That's going to be a pain in the butt, so we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. We don't have any problems with any enemies right now. I know we're technically at war with Illyria, but they haven't sent an army in our direction in a while. I spoke too soon, though. It's like they're sending a force. Oh, hey! The rebels did it! So Firmum fell to Italic rebels. Those are the generic ones. And I don't know where the Umbri army went, but the Sabines took it. They took Nursia. Yes, we're going to declare war. And we should be able to beat them handily. Yeah, 91%. Subjugate. Welcome to the club. That, I don't know why that worked out, but it did. We're untrustworthy, again, I guess because of declaring war. The Sabines hate us, and the Volsky hate us.
Speak your terms.
Payments.
Give words plentiful haste.
Offer.
Other business
No, we'll
calls
give
this
you
day.
1,000.
Agreed. But I do not expect my fellow.
We will give the Volsky.
Speak your speech, so that I may go to the baths and wash away today's stench.
500.
There could be more joy.
Umbri. They don't hate us. They're just
I
slightly
listen
mad.
and speak for my people in our dealings today.
We'll give you 500. You'll get over it.
We are honest men.
Alright, well, that worked out for us. Alright, it looks like this army is pretty well they're pretty much veterans at this point. I'm gonna take our veteran out, and I'm gonna put him into this other legion, whose commander I'm gonna replace. Spurious here is getting old. We've had a new son come of age, so we will hire him to be their general. Alright. We've got public order issues still. So, alright, hold on 1 second here. I'll be right back yet again. Alright. Sorry about that. Had a brief interruption from outside. But, it's all settled now. So yeah, I'm gonna march these armies back and garrison them to try and bring our public order under control. It's gonna take a little bit. We're apparently out of movement here. I don't know why. But you'll start moving back. I've got... So looking at the map, the overview map, you can see diplomatic status. So I've got 4 client states up here, or 3 client states. No, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the north, 1 here down in the south. I know at some point near Corfinium, there's a migrating tribe, the Herpini, I think, that occasionally appears via event. If they reappear, we might make them into a client state. Albafusens will get the Iqui back. That'll make this area blue. And then Roman territory will be way back kind of to the size that I expect it to be. So we've inflated, we've gotten way bigger than I intended. And part of that we can kind of justify away as due to emergency or war. Now the Romans are reinstilling order amongst their clients and kind of settling things. Let's see if we can get peace with Illyria. I don't think so.
It is
though.
a shame you're not a...
I hope that me munching on these pretzels is not gonna... You're not gonna pick it up on the mic, but I have a feeling that you will. So I might have to mute so that you guys don't hear disgusting chewing noises. Legion 2 is our veteran legion. Legion 3 is doing pretty well. Our first legion, ironically enough, is the one that is the least experienced. How is our family doing? 2 are generals. 2 of our family are generals. Everyone else, how's they doing on gravitas? Oh, right. I forgot. We were going to do a political marriage. Totally slipped my mind. Now they're both quite happy with us. We can we'll give you a promotion, and we'll give you a promotion because it's free. The later levels of promotion require money, and we're not doing great. We're not doing terribly economically, but we're not doing fantastic. And part of it is also a side effect of us just trying to keep our public order in check. Speaking of, just quickly I'm going to check. We have Grumbling Plebs for 2 more turns, and that'll bring our public order up by 3, or it'll remove the -3. We'll still have Angry Plebs for another 4 turns. You know, if I put you in forced march, you can't go anywhere. You have no movement. But
How can I help?
Battle calls.
I am.
You train that army even though it's already at a high level of training. You're gonna give experience to that army. Spies. Where do we want our spies to go? We want one to go south to check out what's going on beyond this fog of war. So I think we're just going to send pretty much everyone down this way. With this buffer of client states all along the northern border here, and we'll check. You guys are very hostile to us. You guys are just unfriendly.
Do not waste time on pleasantries and babble.
We'll give you another
Speak what you
500
must.
gold.
The gods hardly smile at...
If we can get the Sabines.
Come then, speak. The people will consider what I hear, but you must speak without delay.
I don't want to give them too
Such
much.
an offer creates a bitter taste.
Yeah, so the big problem is that the Umbri and the Sabines don't like each other. And there's nothing I can do about them not liking each other. The Pacentes like the Marrucini and vice versa. So they kind of mutually cause me good relations, is what I'm trying to say. The Volsky they like these guys, which I have a good relationship with, but otherwise they don't care. See, if I could get somebody that if I could get a client state that the Umbri liked, or that the Sabines liked, I could offset the fact that by having both, they both are a little bit upset. The big thing is how to prevent those two from going to war with each other in the future. Receive a triumph. Excellent. Our family leaders returned home. That's good. It looks like the Pacentes tried to capture Firmum and their army got beat up. This rebel army is just going to get stronger, so that means that this territory is likely not to be captured for a while. It looks as though the Senons are being beaten back. I love this song. This is one of my favorite from the Rome Total War soundtrack. There we go. finally instilling a little bit of positive public order.
How can I serve, Rome?
Now this army, I look at this guy. He's going to, alright. Alright, we'll have him go and help train this army. Actually, on second thought, I'm going to swap everything out here. So you train that army. You train this army. And you train this army. Yes, I am swapping everything around. We're going to send these guys to the south. And we'll send you along that coast. Looks like we got a little bit more information here about what's going on down. Looks like Taras is the superpower in the south right now. We can see they've got 8 settlements. They've taken at least 2 from the Samnites, because I know the Samnites had, or I know they had this one. The Downians, I don't know like what their deal is, but it looks like they're being beaten back. So we might have to go and put Tarentum in its place. That might be our next. What about in the north here? No. Yeah, the Ligurians are pretty strong. And the Senons. There's really no power in the north that's a threat to us, like an existential threat to us right now, so we can kind of just leave that be. Is there any towns up here that we don't know what the deal is? No. Not until you get way up north. So we will send our 3rd spy also down the middle here. And they're just gonna, I guess, check the south of the peninsula. Maybe find out what's going on in Sicily. Maybe we'll get involved over there at some point. We've got maybe I gotta get an army into Corfinium to fix that public order, so that's where you're gonna be going. Yeah. Is there anything I can do? Right, I can go to Bread and Games in Veii for public order. I don't know why it wasn't. I should only have tax harvesting going in Sabinia. One turn, we're going to get a tech, and that's going to boost our public order by 2, and then either at the same turn or the next turn, that -3 from the event will go away. The -3 from the earlier Conflict of the Orders event. Looks like Illyria is making some moves. The rebellion in Samnium is about to break out. The Samnites and the Downians are at war. That's unfortunate. I mean, I don't really care. I'm not involved with either of them, but... March you there. March you to Ostia. Protect the non-walled cities. They won't get to Corfinium in time to prevent it from going into open rebellion, but hopefully it'll be fine. Alright, so you're gonna head down along this road. You can head down along this road. You know what? You'll spy on these guys. See what they're doing military-wise. Alright, we got that public order boost. Legend of Cincinnatus will give us +1 public order to all provinces. So we'll do that one next. And we have Angry Plebs for another 2 turns. But everything else is getting slightly better. +11 in Rome. +2. Or -4 in Latium. I don't know what I can do about that. I could... Well, that'll help in Rome. I don't have the money to do it again, to increase the gymnasium in Latium. I don't know if we want that. So, we will see. I apologize that this particular part of the campaign is gonna be kind of slowly paced, but just gonna be the way that things are. Tarentum, Histonium, Tiate, Corfinium. This guy's received a oh, he's full up on noble. Leader? Cultural conversions in a local province. I like that. I mean, right now he's in a majority Latin province anyway, so that doesn't get in, that doesn't achieve anything, but I forgot about that champion.
From this, war must follow. The gods of the underworld are preparing places for those who fall.
So, the Etruscan League has declared war on us. Why? Their military ally is Illyria, and their defensive ally is these guys, but you're not going to achieve anything. I gotta figure this out. I'm very annoyed. I don't know what to do here. I spent so much time I mean, I have to enter the war on the side of the Sabines. I spent so much time making them appear. We'll give the culprit to Carthage. Our spies have leveled up. Alright, so we've got Italic rebels there. Looks like the Ligurians are about to wipe out the Etruscan League anyway. So I don't need to worry about them. Can I get a peace deal with anybody? Illyria.
So, you have come.
No. What about the pirates?
Are you brave or foolish? Or just...
Well, you guys don't care. Etruscan League.
So,
you guys want to, like...
Let us hear what you have to say, then.
There you go. And Centes.
Do
you
not
like
waste time on
peace,
pleasantries.
make client state.
Speak what you must and be done.
Hi.
We are in agreement. You will find us an... You are welcome, but that welcome can become a farewell.
Alright. So I'm gonna have to see what I can do here. That's tough. Alright, I'm gonna... I'm gonna take another minute. I'll be right back. Just took a minute to stand up and stretch my legs. Alright, we've got these Italic rebels to deal with. Public order in Latium is coming back. In Veii and Rome, it's coming back. I don't think we have to worry about... Now, these two, I believe, are still at war with each other. I'll deal with that later. It's annoying, but... I mean, what am I gonna do? One of them still hates me. The Volsky... and... the Sabines. Right, I've got both of my spies all leveled up.
How can I be of assistance?
So you march through this way. You're gonna go through territory that way, you're gonna go through this way. And we'll find out what the deal is the rest of the peninsula. In fact, I might just lead them out ahead. In case I forget about them. I forgot that. I keep forgetting that guy. I keep forgetting.
We are the men of Rome.
But he caught up. I might not deal with the rebels in that province until the public order comes up even higher. I got a favor from Carthage, which gave me diplomacy, but sent the public order back down. And that's for 15 turns. But it's only -2. I think all of the other public order issues are gone, yeah. So, we might actually get out of this with some semblance of, like, a reasonable public order. I will improve the gymnasium here to boost public order in Latium. I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. How do you feel about me? You're improving slowly. I don't know if there's any agent actions I can do that actually like make them like us more, so we might just have to be patient, just like we've been with the Volsky. The Volsky are -50. Now I might risk Do I not have the money? I don't have the money. I was gonna send a diplomatic mission, but I don't have the money for it. There's no growth in Vey. I don't know why. Apparently there's no growth. And none in Rome. I mean, there should be in Rome. If you look at it, should be like 20 growth. But might have to wait on technology or something. Nowhere else to build. Alright, it's gonna be like the beginning of a Civ game, where it's just like end turn, end turn, end turn. Looks like the armies of Taras are kicking the crap out of the Sabines. So they're gonna be our next target, and we might not be able to wait that long. Illyria and the Ligures are at war with each other. Maybe that means I can get peace.
So, you have come. Let us hit.
Yep.
The omens cannot be argued with, but that is the only reason I am agreeing to this.
What about the
Are
pirates?
you brave or foolish?
No. I mean, I don't care about getting peace with them. They're not important enough. I should deal with this army while I'm stronger than it.
Ready and willing. Hunt them down like animals.
Yeah. Good. Kill it now before it gets too strong. Because it would have in time. Slave. I'm gonna kill the rebels.
Have what's next. Men, get on watch.
Because they're rebels. They are rebel scum. You can be a strategist. We're gonna need one. I've got so many dudes. Research rate, morale, public order. %5 armor. Almost positive public order in Rome. That's what the general's sitting there to keep it, though. Looks like... well, they've got a full stack here. You're not at a full stack yet. But these two might be building up to go to war with each other. You're at a full stack. You're not.
We are the men of Rome.
Alright. Let's get these guys down here. There's an army of Samnites. Might mean that they have control of this town. I love this song as well. Dun Yeah, I'd like to know what the lay of the land is down here. It seems as if Tarentum has carved a swath across the southern part of the peninsula. Herdonia fell to Incipios. Alright, I gotta flip some of the territory of these guys. So, that's going to be a target as well. Getting the Frentani to reappear. It might just be a matter of, from now on, what we might end up doing is literally just like stomping through, capturing all of this, letting slums appear, and then the rebels that way, like we did up north here. Granted, it didn't work in Firmum very well, but for Hadria and Asculum it worked pretty well. And that might be the best way to achieve what we want to. How are we doing economically? What are our money makers? Latium, yes. Sabinia, yes. Vague, yes. Roma, not so much. And Samnium is making nothing. Here we go. Now, there might be a stream tomorrow. I've got some extra free time, and I might do a Attila stream tomorrow. So we'll be doing, you know, early Rome today, late Rome tomorrow, perhaps. We'll see. Okay, the Herpini are back. You know, I'm willing to let you have Corfinium. And we'll make them a client state as well. Of course, all this client state making is a bit of a headache at managing. But certainly, if we did things any other way, it would be frustrating for any number of other reasons. Yeah, so the Herpini will attack. We'll fight them and try and hurt them as much as we can with our garrison troops. And then we'll stomp in with our army and force them into client status. Looks like you're building up. You're building up. You guys are building a second army. Corfinium. We're getting close on that tech. Alright, so he's doing good. He's gonna be a good he's gonna be a good skill boost veteran. Oh, the Sanons are attacking Tarchuna now. Volsky went to war with the Samnites. It's rather dumb of them. And I guess that they had been allied with these guys. Why are you guys just... Are you not just attack? Like, go after Corfinium? You don't need to raid. You're full strength. There's not...
Speak and we obey.
It's dumb. Okay, public order is shooting back up here. Which is very good news for us. We don't have to worry about public order problems now. The other families are doing okay. We have some money, so why don't we send you on a diplomatic mission to Volsky, maybe? Or the Sabines? We'll try the Volsky. They've been bouncing around -50 for a while. If we can just get them up to, like, neutral opinion. The Gauls are getting strong in the north. Alright, as expected, we get 2,800, we'll fight on the battlefield. I don't intend to win. I don't think we can win, with the layout of the town anyway, but we do want to hurt them, give them a good smackdown. Yeah. So these two are gonna form a phalanx there. You guys will hold this position.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
Put the general behind them over here.
Orders.
And have these guys over here. And start the battle. I'm a little worried about what their cavalry might do.
Every one of you will give your all, and if you fall today, die a hero's death.
Yes, their cavalry is going to charge in over here. Looks like they're sending all of their cavalry over here, which...
Missile infantry at your command. At the battle!
mean, I'd like to hold long enough to hurt this army. But it seems like they might plow through us before we get the chance. Alright, you guys get over here. Now, I don't want to win this, so if things get bad, we can throw the fight. Although throwing a fight is actually surprisingly hard.
Our general is under attack.
Alright, good. I'm a little worried about this cavalry unit.
How can I wait unknowing? This is the price of war. We rise with noble intentions, and we risk all that is pure. We are only as great as our hearts will allow.
I always like this song, the credit song from Rome Total War. Okay, so that unit of cavalry has come in, attacked our light hoplites. The skirmishers are doing their work. So we're gonna hurt them. It actually looks like we'll hurt them pretty well.
The enemy general is dead.
Killed their general, which actually makes the chances that we'll win by accident a little higher. Our light hoplites haven't taken any casualties yet. Their cavalry is shaken. Go.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, we've...
Rated M for mature.
There we go. Got to switch up the music. Alright. Alright, now you guys get over to this flank. General, pull back.
At your service.
You guys pull back.
Pull back. Swords. Back. Back now. Melee infantry ready. Advance.
Alright, you guys are gonna form
Double time.
3 lines and fight them that way.
Swords. And the double.
So you guys fall back. They'll deal with the first line, then the second, then the third. Light hoplites and centurii are into the fight. They're doing damage, but not likely to be fatal. This unit of swordsmen. You guys look like you've run those guys down pretty effectively. You come around here. Again, my goal is not to win this fight, so... For example, these guys, we'll let them run. But if they kill 66 versus 68, we still might win. Yeah, look, they're... So I'm going to keep these guys away from this fight here. So you guys form up there for when this line breaks. And you're just gonna hold out, let the weight of their numbers crush these guys. These guys are going to really hurt the hoplites because they're not the way they're spaced and everything else. We will have our levies attack their skirmishers. We did break that flank. This unit of Centurii probably won't hold. Yeah, they're losing decisively, as are these light hoplites.
Fire on the enemy! Levies! By your command! Jupiter gives us strength!
I don't know where those guys are going. My Centurii are holding on, as are my light hoplites.
Levies!
It's rather unexpected, but...
Commander!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Slingers! Quick march! Missile infantry ready.
Good.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright, that unit broke. I lost the Centurii. Those light hoplites are not going to stand for very long. Alright. Now they just have to cut through the Roman swordsmen, who are not super strong. Light hoplites are going to break soon. Looks like we'll kill these skirmishers though.
Missiles awaiting target.
Good.
Break off! Break forward! Group and ready!
Light hoplites are hanging in there, just shockingly. Their flanks are not secured, so they're gonna They'll be crushed pretty quickly. Maybe. Looks like some of these guys are going to go around. Surprisingly...
Our men flee the field
now
of
they've
battle.
broken.
This is a shameful display.
Now their units will cut through my missile units pretty easily. One unit of Roman swordsmen is breaking. I think we've, at this point, likely achieved as much of the damage that we're ever going to get. I mean, these guys will hold out for a little bit longer, but they're going to break. When we do, the Herpini will take the town.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a
And
shameful
then we will subjugate them. If our general falls, that will definitely be the end of it.
Pull back! Back now!
Maybe we can prolong this fight, do a little bit more damage by...
Lilies! Break off!
falling back like this.
Swingers! Lilies! Swingers! Missile infantry at your command. Lilies! Your orders. Ready! Swingers! Orders!
Okay, you guys get over
Advance
here.
at speed!
Spread them across a wider flank. I mean, they're still going to cut pretty easily through.
Forward!
But it might mean that we kill a couple more than we lose.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Yeah, we're losing this pretty well now. Our Roman swordsman will definitely be the one to fight to the end. These guys should break soon.
Our
Yep,
men
there they
flee
go.
the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
The general won't last long now. Yep, there he goes. Battle over. Close defeat. So we definitely hurt them. Killed more men than died. We actually killed more men than we had, which is good. About half of their army. Took them down about half health, which is good. Destroyed their whole, pretty much their whole cavalry force. It's hard to see what else really got annihilated. Okay, we completely wiped out one unit of cavalry. The other two are very hurt. We killed their general's bodyguard unit and one unit of veteran spearmen. Their skirmishers are at half health, and the rest are in various states of beat up. Assassination plot. We will promote the subject. So we destroyed the Herpini because we killed their general. So we actually kept the city, even though we lost the battle.
We will see. Keep this place secure, boys.
You know, trying to lose things is harder than trying to win things, it appears. Alright, and now we'll go for the last in Via Magisterium, extra tax rate and wealth. We'll get that sweet, sweet public order bonus.
At your service. As you command.
Yeah, Piggy and Rebels.
Is there anything else?
I'm not sure exactly what type of people those are supposed to be. I'm a little worried. Oh, Syracuse. And Syracuse is at war with Taras. Well, I suppose that is good. Sort of. Because right now it's looking like the whole southern area, like almost all of Magna Graecia, may be in the hands of Tarentum. The Samnites have some territory. These rebels got control of a town, but Tarentum is definitely beating these guys out of their territory. And if Taras is as strong as I think they are, we might not be able to win against them easily. Might require additional armies. Looks like Asculum finally conquered Firmum. Possibly with the help of the Marrucini. Everything seems to be going pretty well. Oh. Heel Kings! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the public assembly. As a voting Roman citizen, you get to choose where we take things in the future. So thank you very much. Your support is greatly appreciated. Now, I heard that twice, but I think that's just, yeah. I think it just plays the tone for me. You guys might hear it twice too, I'm not sure. Alright. Public order in Rome is getting very high. Who are we still at war with? Just the Illyrian pirates. Once public order in Veii and Rome are perfect, in air quotes, perfect, just that camera just a little bit, yeah. I don't think it moved, but once those are what I consider to be perfect, we will move on to make Alba Fusens a puppet state. I'm a little mad that we didn't get the Herpany here. That was I mean, they'll come back in another 20 turns or something, but that's a long time to wait. Got a gymnasium building in Latium. Because I was like, the one in Rome should be done. The public order from slaves is going away finally, too. I'm not sure what we're going to do technology-wise once we're done with what we've got. We've got those additional objectives are completed. Still have 5 through direct because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So just through client states, we might still be able to get the next chapter done. Agent was exposed. Politician is not plotting against us. With her new post. A lady politician. It's gotta be her. It's gotta be you. You're the one who's plotting against us. It's the only thing that makes sense. We only have 3 trade partners. Not worried about it now. As I thought. I have no doubt that Taras is going to control this town as well. Looks like Syracuse, however, is spreading, or trying to spread, if all of this territory is Taras, Syracuse might have all of Sicily. Perhaps? Rhegium, Taras definitely has, or might have had, this one. I guess I'm a little bit glad that the Greek civs are not all allied with each other. Naples is still kicking. Just barely. I'm a little annoyed that there's no growth in these. And I don't know what we need for growth. I know it's in one of these. Plus food, cultural conversion, wealth, wealth, wealth. The wealth for controlling the city of Rome would be nice. We need a little extra money. Public order, corruption, Alright. That one gives growth. So we get an extra +3 growth for this, and that's it. It's a bit of a bummer. Famous scholar for another 2 turns. It gives us our slight tech boost. That's way up there. Not a group we have to deal with. It looks like the Volsky are coming around. I might risk characters. will you go to the Sabines? Rome, another 2 turns, it'll be at full public order. I'll go from Ostia to Antium, pump this up to full public order. We'll finally get a handle on all of the anger. You can go up to Vey. Pescenius Ahala. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little quiet. Whew. I have no idea. I suppose since zeal is his weakest, we could do 1 zeal, commit arson, campaign map movement range. Sure. Now he's maxed out. How are our armies doing? The first legion is all silver. Second, almost all gold. Third, all silver. Nice. Got a nice veteran army. It's like the Etruscan League. Sailing ships around. I don't know what their deal is. I'm getting tired. I might have to call the stream a little early if I stay tired like this. Generous tribute. Well, that's good. Now the Sabines are negative 56. Negative 5, negative 35. Why? So they don't like that I'm friendly with the Sabines. I might just have to, like, leave it all and let them all slowly just tick back up. Because it's like giving gifts and doing all these actions back and forth between ones to get them all up is now starting to make others like us less. And that's not something I really want to do.
And we obey. Hourly patrols, man. Keep your eyes peeled.
Now, you have +3 public order. Taxes, squalor, slaves. And you have... I mean, yours is still going up. If I leave...
Some order in this garrison, if you please.
No.
We will serve you well.
The enemy will come to fear.
Battle calls.
Well, you'll be going back up in 1 turn anyway, so... I'll put you over here, put you in here. Whew. Continue to see what our spies can spy. Excuse me. Well, there's the city of Tarentum. Looks like Taras is beating Syracuse back. I think you're our least experienced spy. Yeah. So you will turn back after you've discovered these two. What's the fog of war for the map looks like? Yeah, we pretty much know who controls what everywhere around. Liguria is very powerful up in the north. I don't know if they have any enemies. Maybe the Veneti. I don't even know if they're still around. The Illyrian pirates are gone. Tarchuna has actually gotten strong. The Senons are gone. That's what it looks like. Tarchuna rallied with the help of Illyria. This, I have to say, this map is a mess. Like, factions are nowhere near where they're supposed to be. The ones that are, you know, what ones are strong, which ones are weak. It's very strange. But it's weird. Yeah. Well, I know Etruscan. Nice name, by the way. We don't want to cheer them on because they'll be our enemies eventually. Is there anybody neutral who likes us? No, everybody hates us. There's, aside from the factions that are our client states, even then, they still mostly dislike us. You guys, would you like to become
We
a
offer you
client state?
honest welcome. Speak, friend, and hopefully later we will drink to seal our agreement.
You got non-aggression, trade, and what about defensive alliance? I mean, I don't really want you unless you're a client state, so it's the way it's gonna be.
We know that wealth can be a burden. Will you
Now
not allow us to
want
lighten
a
your
defensive
load?
alliance? No. I know I was thinking about it with you before, but got a spy and a veteran leveled up. Faction destroyed. The history are gone. Illyria, they're all allying together. It looks like this area to the north is going to coalesce under the control of the Etruscan League, Illyria, and Aratim. Will unify. Well, not unify, but they're joining forces Means that could be a threat to my northern, my control, and also, I mean, if they use it to beat back the Ligurians, that's fine. But I'm more thinking that once they have held them back, they're going to start moving in our direction. We'll continue on, see what's going on. Thurii. Take you a couple of turns to get down there. You've got to disembark on the water and get on land in Syracuse to tell us what's going on down there. You've leveled up. Critical success. Good. Alright, folks. I think I'm going to call it here about 15 minutes early. I'm getting a little tired. So we'll quickly save the game. I want to thank you all for watching this week. I'm thinking more and more that we'll be back tomorrow, more than likely. Not on this side of Roman history, but late Roman history with a game of Attila, I think. We might do something else. Who knows? Might be a special, special Friday stream. We'll see. So I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank those of you who followed today. Heel Kings, thank you for the follow. It's greatly appreciated. For everyone else, those of you who are in chat and not being trolls, thank you very much. Those of you who weren't saying anything because you were lurking, that's cool too. I appreciate you lurkers. I know you're there. So, with that, I will see you. Well, actually, before I go, I should say, for those of you who may be new and may not be familiar, I stream every Thursday for around 4 p.m. Eastern US, whatever that is in your time zone. So I hope you can join me then. I am trying to look into more days, more frequently that I can stream. I think having a more frequent stream schedule is going to be a point of growth for the channel, and that's something I certainly want to do. Right now we're kind of sitting at a stable plateau as far as number of viewers, and I'd like to kind of bump that up by a little bit and see the channel expand. And certainly I'd love feedback as to what you guys would like to see more of. So if you have any thoughts, you can send me a Twitch message. You can reach out to me on Twitter. I'm at Hitpoint History on Twitter. You can find me on Reddit. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me here. I might be working on a Discord server at some point. So, I'd love to see what your thoughts are as far as expanding the channel. And I'd love to see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.